Man, I just switched games. To me, this game is way more fun than Rainbow. For many reasons, at most. You hear that? That's the Dallas cricket noises, or what the bugs that go like whoosh, 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 whoosh. You know what I'm talking about?
Can't open it from this end.
Damn. Bro, but like, genuinely, man, this game is. Dude. What's with the rads here? But why I said this game is better than Siege by a long shot is because Siege, number one, their most it has chop sensitivity. On like Fallout 4, I won't have a problem with sensitivity, man, because it's the same sense. Unlike fucking Siege, where if you which so-called stop playing for a day, your sensitivity just goes straight on to a fucking another bullshit, bro. Like, that makes no sense. But what I'm trying to say is, our sixth sense is just so fucking terrible, man. It's so sad. Power armor? This game is just way more fun than Siege, dude. Like, no bullshit. Muzzle, I can sell that. Hey, back up. Dude, why do I keep on getting rads, man? Oh, that's probably why. And why do raiders live here? God damn. What the fuck? That's probably why there's so much rads. Where the fuck did you come from? Wait, is it not easy? Why the fuck is it not easy? Alright, so... Bro, like, where the fuck did... Where did the super mutants come from? Oh shit. Oh shit. How much is that? 26. I need 20... Slug. This area must be important then, because why the fuck is there people? Dude, that place is just, it's filled with rides. Am I doing a quest? Why is this guy pinned?
What you got left in you?
So what you're trying to tell me is they live in a fucking skunky affected, what the fuck? Skunky affected area and they have no right of ways. Like what, bro? That was automatic. Alright, well, I don't give a fuck. I'm going home. Like, Jesus.
Back at his next football game. Well, wouldn't you know, his little ass went all like Strahan the following Sunday, and now I'm in the kitchen staring down a fucking tortilla chip. Of course, everybody's crammed in the kitchen staring at me like some kind of circus act, but I was still pretty confident at this point. I can handle hot stuff. I've chewed a stick of Big Red gum before. How much spicier can it be? Made with Carolina Reapers. Carolina Reapers? That sounds like a fucking XFL football team. I'm not afraid of that shit. So I take the chip out of the coffin. I don't really know what I was expecting, but, well, this thing looks like a dried-up triangular dog turd. And to prove it, here's a video of me eating it, and to my surprise, it fucking tastes like a triangular dried-up dog turd. It is the nastiest thing I've ever tasted in my life. It was so bad, and to prove it, here's a video of me eating it, and to my surprise, it fucking tastes like a triangular dried-up dog turd. Thing I've ever tasted in my life. It was so bad, I felt like they should have had a warning on the box, like, caution, this thing tastes like the roof of somebody's asshole. So like 15 seconds go by, and I have no heat whatsoever. I start thinking, maybe I got it done. Maybe it's expired. Did I wait too long? What the hell happened? And just when I thought that...
Dad, check this out.
Oh, God. I can't breathe.
That's exactly how I...
Needless to say, this chip is hotter than a stick of fucking Big Red gum, that's for sure. It is the hottest thing I've ever had in my life. At this point, everybody in the kitchen is just concerned about my general well-being. Here I am in the sink trying to hold it together, trying not to fucking cry like the Frickers incident all over again. Now, thankfully, it only lasts for about 15 minutes or so. So once you hit that 15-minute mark, you're in the clear. Or so I thought. Because what I found out is that the heat doesn't go away, it just moves on down to your stomach. So now it feels like this goddamn chip is just hanging out down there, melting my insides with a hairdryer. Well, now how am I gonna solve this conundrum? Well, I'll tell you what I did. I fucking ate an ice cream cone. Seemed like a good idea at the time. It seemed like that ice cream cone would go down there and start beating that chip's ass. And that seemed to be the case until my stomach was like... Yeah, apparently that ice cream cone wasn't beating the chip's ass. It was fucking playing patty cake with it instead. Now, all of a sudden, I get these stomach pains out of nowhere. And they are debilitating. I'm laying on the couch making my peace with God.
I just want to trade a few
Take me now! Pretty, please! Now,
he is not part of the
time
minute.
rolls around. And on this particular night, we were just so happy to have a big old pan of lasagna.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to hear. Hey, General.
Lasagna on top of an ice cream cone, on top of a bunch of milk with a fucking devil chip inside of them. That wouldn't make any sense. Well, you're wrong, because I ate a big-ass fucking plate of it. My stomach at this point was like, oh, what the fuck? What are you trying to ruin us? I'd have a better chance of digesting a fucking alarm clock than any of this shit. So I eat a thick-ass piece of lasagna, and to my surprise, the stomach cramps go away. Oh my God, it's over. I did it. But wait a minute, there's more. I want more? So much more. Because at this point, the chip transfers over to my intestines, and my intestines were like, no thank you, you can go fuck yourself with that, and promptly sends it right to my asshole. Now, I don't know if you've ever had the pleasure of an on-fire butthole before, but let me tell you, it's not as fun as it sounds. For the next 45 minutes, my ass transformed into like a fucking malfunctioning flamethrower. Of course, it's noisy as hell in there. There's no way I can be discreet at this point. Sounds like there's fucking 14 people taking a shit at once in there. Are you all right? Should I call the cops? The whole time I'm sitting there, all I can think about is, oh, that's why they put the chip in a coffin, because the coffin is for your asshole afterwards. Now I get it. So after a very unpleasant, very emotional trip to the bathroom, it's point, just like yelling a stream of obscenities at the toilet, taking all my anger out on it. Fuck you, you fucking
Winlock.
fireballs out of your
Yo, these assholes are killing a
maybe
fucking
you guys should go
mutated
practice that or
cow.
something. So that's the one chip challenge for anybody that's interested.
These guys
recommend it,
seem
especially
like
if you have a good
assholes.
8 hours
I'ma go
and you just
fucking kill
can't
'em.
find anything to do. Clear out an afternoon
They
because
are
it's not so
assholes.
much the one chip challenge. It's more like the one chip all fucking day ordeal. But I did survive it, and more importantly, I understand why the heat is not the worst part of the whole goddamn thing. The
Fuck
end.
you.
BruceDude.com.
Oh my god, now my settlement needs fucking help, bro. Like, I don't think this is a good time for my settlement to. Yeah. Okay.
All right. Now, you guys probably didn't know this, but my wife and I are volunteer firefighters. And you probably didn't know that because, well, we didn't even know it ourselves. That is until we found out a few weeks ago when we had our idiot neighbor light his backyard on fire. Now, how did this whole thing happen? Well, the night started off normal enough. My wife and I are eating a late dinner. And not that it matters, but it was a particularly good barbecue dinner. Very yummy, very scrumptious. All of a sudden, we hear the boys storming down the stairs like wild animals. They burst into the kitchen like, holy smokes, holy smokes. Do you guys
Oh, shit, I was about to get
Like,
crushed.
there's a fire. Like, but there is a fire. Look out the window. I don't care if there's a
Damn.
fire. Down the stairs. Wait a minute. What did you say? There's a fire. There really is a fire? We look out
Alright,
the
buddy,
window.
you gotta
Sure
get out of
shit, we
here.
see what looks to be like the fucking apocalypse happening in our neighbor's backyard.
McCready.
Holy hot
McCready.
dogs, stick-
McCree. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh damn. Bro, that's like the first time I died in like. I last died when I was like level 40 something. God damn it. Well, did I at least drop all my stuff out? Alright, good. Leave the cow alone, you dickhead. Get out of here, cow. Damn, they didn't even shoot it once. They fucking suck. They sure as hell have enough chromosomes to hit me, okay? Oh, fuck you, I say. I say fuck. Dickhead. Yeah, he dropped his gun too. Scattered laser rifle. My Timpanies. My Timpanies. You Stimpack, you bitch. You fucking used my Stimpack. You dickhead. Alright.
What a letdown.
McCready, you this time you get your ass up here.
Hey, over here.
Yeah, take your sweet time, bitch. Oh no, I see it's red.
Safety off.
It's red. No, no. Assaultron, wait. Assaultron, I could give you a better life with me instead. Come on. You're mine now. Yeah. God damn. I'm a fucking bean, bro. What the fuck? I'm killing this guy's men, and this dude's over here worrying about a fucking soda machine. Excuse me, man. My name is Simon. Shut up. Turn. I don't think we're supposed to kill this guy if he's not attacking us, you know? You get what I'm saying? But I'm sure we have to kill this guy. That dude has power armor. You dickhead, you have power armor. Yeah, you're pissing me off. You have your fucking power armor on, you fucking bitch. Is that everyone? Oh, sweet. Comic book. Yeah, thank you for wearing the power armor. It would have been better on me, but you know, it works too. Oh, they killed the Assaultron. Oh, my friend, go talk to me. Oh, bridges in the road, and always negative.
Place locked down pretty tight.
No, that's not. I ain't gonna lie. Let's talk to the guy still worried about a fucking soda machine.
Hey.
Here on gunner business. Let's back off. Here on gunner business. Let's back off.
Crash him. That's how we do things around here.
This dude didn't even fight. I don't want his clothes though. I was gonna steal everything he had and to see if he still cared about a fucking empty soda machine.
Hey,
What do you want? I should send a message to the gunners to stay off my back.
You weren't afraid the gunners will retaliate?
The way these lunatics act, you'd think they would. But I know better. The gunners, it's always about the bottom line. They just lost this entire way station, and that cost them big. Besides, you have no way of knowing I was involved. Anyway, I guess I owe you a favor now. After all, you hired me.
you don't know me.
Sure, but I like everything to remain nice. Tell you what,
Uh-huh.
I'll still stick with you. There you go.
Sure.
Bro. I mean, Appreciate the cats, brother, but shit, I don't think a few cats gonna help me pay my rent. Yeah, Phil. All right, so what did they have over here?
Fire out there! Oh God, are we being attacked? Is it the North Koreans? All right, everybody, just stay in the house. Y'all get on the table and eat our barbecue. We'll be right back. So we sprint out there in a panic, and we quickly find out that the S&Ps are getting the backyard of the blitz. We start yelling out to see if anybody's out there. Hello? Anybody home? You, have a situation at hand. Hey, you stupid fuck, your backyard's on fire. We get no response back, of course. So now, apparently, this whole ordeal is our responsibility. Now, I don't know anything about this neighbor of ours, except that he lives behind us, and he likes to
My
get
settler,
drunk
you
at the campfire late at
fucking
night while he listens
dickhead.
to shitty music at a semi-reasonable volume. So we can only assume that he's passed out on the couch right now, totally oblivious to what's going on in his backyard, or, you know,
No.
the fucking thing that's on fire in the backyard.
Alright, she's
Who's
back
to
on
say at this
camera.
point? I run to get the fire extinguisher while my wife calls the fire department. Hello, 911? The world is burning. I'm in the house trying to remember where the hell we keep
was
the
glad to
fire
help out.
extinguisher.
I can't argue with your timing. Anyway.
Yep. Alright, so what else can I do? You know, there's a bunch I could do, but fuck, man. Over there real quick.
Which, side note, I have to say, in the closet, behind the dog food, and underneath a bunch of bullshit, is a terrible place to keep it. But I grab it, sprint across the backyard like the fucking backyard's on fire. The whole time that shitty Chad Kroger song from Spider-Man is playing over and over again in my head.
My friend
And they say that a hero can save us. I'm not gonna stand here and wait. I get to my neighbor's backyard, and up close and personal, I have to say that this fire's a little bit more than I bargained for. I mean, look at this shit. I'm supposed to deal with this? Where's the fucking Mighty Morphin Power Rangers when you need them?
What the fuck?
So I let loose the fire extinguisher, and of course, it doesn't do shit. For the most part, it just gives the fire a little fucking tickle. The whole time the kids are watching us through the window, wondering which foreign power just carpet bombed our whole neighborhood. Meanwhile, the fucking dog's annihilating our unattended barbecue. Well, now the fire's starting to spread to our backyard, which is bad news because our pool's right there. And surrounding our pool is our old-ass piece of shit deck that's made out of, like, fucking pirate ship wood, for Christ's sake. That thing's gonna get lit up faster than Aunt Carol on Thanksgiving. We better come up with plan B, and we better do it quick. And that's when I think, oh yeah, the pool. I can just drain the water out of the pool and point the exhaust hose right at the fire. That's brilliant. But there's only one problem, and that is that the day prior, I fucking drained all the water out of the pool for the winter. That's a nice dry pool. I'm sure this won't come back to bite me in the ass several hours later. Well, shit, all right, on to plan C. We're gonna have to use the garden hose on the side of the house. That's just gonna have to do. Except there's another problem, and that is after I drained the pool yesterday, I fucking stored the hose in the shed for the winter as well. Oh, god damn it, what a perfect asshole I am. So I take the hose out of the shed and scamper back. Chad Kroger's still ringing in my ears and shit. I hold on to the wings of the eagles. This fucking song blows ass. I fling the hose to my wife while I hook it up to the spigot, and of course the hose is just not quite long enough to reach the flames. My wife's doing fucking back bends and shit, trying to arc the stream as far as possible. Is it working now?
Solomon.
No, still
Everyone
not
in
quite
this
far
city's
enough.
all
Holy hell, what are you, the fucking
shadow.
exorcist?
Chill
So running
out.
out of options at this point, I decide to fucking half-dance with the fire out as best as I can. Finally, the
Yo,
fire
can you
department
screw
shows up
off,
just
you
in time.
dickhead?
What is he, fucking river dancing? What the hell? And thankfully, they were able to put the fire out pretty quickly with their
Just
big-ass
say yes
super
to
soaker hose. And it's only then that our drunk-ass neighbor finally makes it outside. Hey, what's all this hullabaloo going on out here? You fucking almost burned down the whole neighborhood, you drunk maniac! So, upon further inspection, apparently the neighbor's stack of firewood caught on fire. Now, how that caught on fire, we don't know, because our asshole neighbor denied having anything to do with it. Sir, did you have a campfire tonight? I don't know. I don't think so. Sir, is this your pile of empty beer cans and idling flamethrower? No, absolutely not. So all in all, it was a pretty shitty night to say the least. We found out we were subpar volunteer firefighters. That fucking Chad Kroger song still ringing in my head to this day. And the worst part of it all, we fucking lost out on our good-ass barbecue. What are you looking at me for? What, I thought you guys were dead in a fire. Was I supposed to just leave it there?
Great. They look at me as soon as I... It smells like your bitch ass. You know what I said? I said, you know.
The YouTube Music app has ad-free playlists just for your ears. And your fingers. Try 1 month free.
I'm not gonna do all this work just to steal some
you remember when you were a kid and you'd be sleeping at night, and then all of a sudden you wake up and you start to freak
But
out.
I'll take one though.
You start screaming around the house for no reason? No? You didn't do that as a kid? Yeah, well, neither did my ass. But you know who did? Was my friend David. Now, I don't know what it was, but every so often, David's brain would just misfire while he was sleeping, and he'd freak out and start screaming around the house like he got shot by a rifle. I don't know if he was sleepwalking or having night terrors, or if his ass was in Vietnam and he was having flashbacks of Charlie in the Tree. But whatever it was startling as hell if you were staying the night at his house. And I've seen him flip out on multiple occasions. Hell, the first time it happened, it was the middle of the night at his house, and I was sleeping on the bottom bunk of his bunk bed. But all of a sudden, David's ass just starts screaming in the middle of his room. What the fuck? Now, my delirious ass had to assess the situation pretty quick, and naturally, I came to the conclusion that David is possessed by the devil, and he may or may not try to kill me with his bare hands. He runs out of his bedroom screaming. Meanwhile, his mom's still asleep somehow, totally oblivious to the midnight mayhem that's happening. And keep in mind, I'm 9 years old at this time. I don't know what the hell to do. It's 1999, for Christ's sake. It's not like there's a goddamn Echo Dot in the room that I can ask a question. Hey, that's up. What are you supposed to do when your friend's possessed by the devil?
Sorry, I'm not sure about that.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'll go fuck myself then. So what do you do in this situation? Well, I'll tell you what I did. I locked my ass in the bathroom. That's what I did. I don't know what's going on, but I sure as hell am not going to be there when he's doing that backwards crab walk down the stairs and shit. I'm peeking out of the bathroom, seeing if the coast is clear. The power of Christ compels you. The power of Christ. Ah! Oh, God damn it. Eventually, his ass would calm down. His brain would reset, and he'd start acting normal again. He just had to wait it out. I come out of the bathroom like, dude, what the hell was that all about? What are you talking about? Oh, yeah, sometimes I wake up and I freak the fuck out. I don't really know why I do it. You want to play Sega Genesis? So needless to say, it was a bit of a gamble staying the night at David's house. But it wasn't just his house. He'd flip out if he stayed at my house, too. We'd be in my room sleeping. All of a sudden, he shoots up out of bed like Linda Blair and shit. Ah! Oh, God damn it, not again. I'd have to, like, hug him for
Bro, I want all the railway stealth boys.
I go downstairs where my parents are playing cards and be like, hey, my friend's possessed by the devil and he's losing his shit. Can I just play spades and drink Milwaukee's best with you guys? But out of all the times I've seen David go postal, there was one night in particular that stands out from the rest. And that was the night that David and I stayed the night at our friend Steven's house. And that night was
okay. What the fuck?
3D Doritos, staying up all night playing 50 turn rounds of Mario Party 2. You better not steal my star. I'll fucking hammer throw your ass out a window. I told you not to do it. God damn it. But eventually, we all pass out.
Bro, this is where I still fucking fusion cords, because like hell I'm gonna pass on the fucking fusion cord, dude. Look at this.
Once again, out of nowhere, David starts screaming like he's a goddamn pterodactyl. I wake up and see his ass running circles around Steven and his little brother. They're laying on the floor trying not to move or make eye contact like they're a part of a goddamn hostage standoff. Steven's mom, who apparently is a much lighter sleeper than David's mom, comes running downstairs with a baseball bat thinking there's a goddamn...
Like, look, that's just like 3 fusion cords right there. It's not that hard. And if you're lucky enough, you can steal the power armor too, bro. Like, look. I don't know if it's actually possible, but I think you can.
Proximity sensor 3. Getting a 3-second pingback.
Time to kick some ass.
You see? You can just go on ahead and steal the damn armor and take it for yourself.
Everybody calm down. Let the devil run its course. He will be normal in like 15 minutes. So we pin his ass on the ground like we're fucking Secret Service agents after an assassination attempt. Steve's mom ends up calling David's mom at like 6 in the morning. Yeah, I'm gonna need you to come pick up your kid. He's flipping out, and I'm about to commit a felonious assault with a goddamn baseball bat. And of course, David finally does calm down. He's all confused, doesn't know what the hell's going on. Get off of me! What the hell happened? You guys want to play Sega Genesis?
You guys want to play Sega Genesis?
We're yelling and screaming all over the place like we're at a goddamn Kmart. I can't have that in this house. So David's mom comes and gets him at the ass crack of dawn, and that was the last time he was allowed to stay the night at Steve's house. Yeah, I almost had to pull a Ted Williams and tee off on your kid with a baseball bat. You guys should make people sign a waiver before you let his little goofy ass stay the night somewhere.
BruceDoom.com.
Oh, how am I ever gonna beat this level?
I'll show you how it's done, but first I need to get some upgrades. I can't get the LMG that's taught by 2 people to get this SMG right here if I can get
Is this nigga retarded? Alright. Bro's mumbling the words. No offense.
Like that, chances are I've had a few other near-death experiences in my life. So today I'd like to go over a few more times where I peeked at the Grim Reaper's Uno hand, if you will, and
I gave up alcohol. Doctor said I shot my liver.
is the time that I spun out on the highway. Or excuse me, the 3 separate times that I've spun out on the highway. Now I don't know what the odds are.
Wrong place, but whatever.
But you can call my ass Bruce Willis from the movie Unbreakable because I'm either lucky as hell or I'm invincible. One of the two. Now the first time I spun out on the highway,
You'd rather be off murdering a pint, but this will do.
speeding and doing some stupid speed racer shit in my Chevy Cavalier. Who's to say? Well, next thing you know, I'm frisbeeing across the highway like a maniac. Now, luckily on this instance, I came to an abrupt stop and I didn't hit anything. Now, the second time I spun out, it was once again raining. I wasn't doing any stupid speed racer shit this time. My fucking friend was, and I was sitting in the passenger seat. Well, next thing you know, we're fucking boomeranging his Geo Metro across the highway, but luckily, once again, we came to an abrupt stop, and we didn't hit anything. Now, the third time that I spun out on the highway like a stupid idiot, it was snowing outside, and my dumbass ex was the one that was driving at the time. Well, next thing you know, we hit a patch of black ice, and yep, you guessed it, we're fucking helicoptering an F-150 across the highway. This time, we fucking hit some shit, that's for sure. Initially, we slide ass first into the guardrail, then we fucking tomahawked? I don't know, I'm running out of shit that spins. We fucking breakdanced this F-150 across 4 lanes of highway, and then promptly smashed headfirst into the other guardrail. Now, thankfully, we didn't murder anybody, and nobody was seriously hurt. Well, nobody besides the F-150, that is. That truck was fucked 6 ways to Sunday. And I guess I should mention that, it wasn't even my ex's truck. It was her brother's brand new truck that he was letting us borrow to move a couch, of all things.
Oh my gosh, stop looking at me, dude. Holy fuck.
But hey, guess what? We didn't die. We cheated death. So take that, Grim Reaper. I see that fucking wild draw 4 in your hand, you shiesty little bitch.
Oh,
you
shit.
can't kill me. All right, possible vehicular suicide.
No, he's gonna get anything now.
Well, another time that I screen peeked the old Grim Reaper and once again cheated death was a time when I was duck hunting with my dad when I was a kid. Now, on this day, it just so happened to be windy as hell outside. And when I say windy, I mean fucking like Helen Hunt windy out there. I don't know what the hell we were doing out there in the first place. So we're walking along the woods when suddenly we hear something that sounds like a lightning bolt. But instead of a lightning bolt, it was a fucking giant tree branch coming down right on top of us. Now, I have 2 specific memories of what happened next. One was me running like it was the goddamn apocalypse, and 2 was seeing my dad run, which was a very strange sight. It was like seeing your fucking math teacher in the grocery store. It was unnatural. I was looking back like, what the fuck? When did my dad learn how to run? Now, luckily, we escaped getting murdered by what was essentially half a tree splitting apart in the goddamn Helen Hunt wind. And I'll never forget watching my dad swear at this tree like the tree did it on fucking purpose. Ah, you piece of shit tree! You trying to kill us? God damn it, I ought to beat your ass silly. And then after that, we just kind of walked off and just pretended like nothing even happened. Hell, even when we got home that day, my mom was like, well, how was the hunting trip? Oh, it was good. It was a good time. Don't worry about it. Nothing happened, all right? It was good. And I just stood there like, is this motherfucker really gonna gloss over the fact that we almost got pulverized by a goddamn sycamore tree? Yes, indeed. That's exactly what he did. Because when you're a dad and you almost get you and your kid killed, you tend to keep that shit to yourself. But hey, whatever. I didn't die.
Hey.
Once again. So eat shit, Grim Reaper. I see your punk ass hiding in the facility bathrooms. I'll still beat your ass with a shitty club. I don't care. All right, getting
Thank you,
by
bro.
Tree or whatever the hell it was. Check. What's next? Well, another time that I moved all my battleship around mid-game.
Alright.
To the shower?
Earlier.
Go get the haircuts. I'm gonna take a shower too. But take a shower and then.
Getting a bit of twitch on prop 3. Adjusting torque.
Hull plating integrity looks good. No need for adjustments.
Ah, Paladin. Come back here now, Paladin. This briefing isn't over.
Shut up. I want him to kill the Brotherhood, or not Brotherhood, the damn people, but I'm not done with that yet.
Once again. But when I almost drowned in a water park, or more specifically, a wave pool at a water park. Now, you may
Any
be sitting there
personnel who
like,
have not
"Oh, come
completed
on,
their
everybody's
annual
almost
medical
drowned in a wave
evaluation
pool at
should
some point in
report
their life."
to
Well,
night
the
captain
point of a goddamn wave pool.
to schedule an
The closer you're to
examination.
death, the more fun that you have, you stupid idiot.
That is
yeah,
all.
well, that may be so, but this was probably the only time that I actually thought that I was going to die. Like, even when I was spinning out on the highway like an idiot, I was like, this is no big deal. I'm sure I'll be okay. Yeah,
Oh,
this fucking
damn.
wave pool incident, I got to stare directly into the asshole of death, and I did not like what I saw. All right, well, there I am, 8 years old, hanging out in a simulated drowning machine, a.k.a. the wave pool. And I'm having fun. I'm in the deep end, you know, where the waves are the biggest. Surely this won't backfire in my stupid little fucking face. Well, if you're a wave pool enthusiast like I was, you know that all it takes is one mistimed wave, and all of a sudden you go from having the time of your life to fighting for your goddamn life in a matter of seconds. That is exactly what happened to my little ass. I take a wave directly to the face and promptly ingest so much pool water, and to this day, when I burp, it still tastes like fucking chlorine and little kid piss. Blech. Oh, god damn it. Well, now my rhythm is all screwed up, and I am just getting mollywopped by wave after wave after wave. All of a sudden, I realize I'm spending a lot more time underwater than I am above water. And last
Alright, damn, where I see you, bro.
Bluegill, so this is bad news. Meanwhile, the lifeguard's up there totally oblivious, smoking a cigarette and playing Tetris or whatever the fuck. Well, at this point, I'm like, yeah, I guess this is it. Looks like I'm drowning in a public pool like an idiot. My fucking affairs aren't even in order. My family's gonna be stuck in probate, arguing over my holographic Charizard and shit. God damn it, what a shitty time to die. But then, luckily for me, that asshole lifeguard couldn't find a long skinny piece, I guess, because he looks up just in time to see an 8-year-old that's assed up in the wave pool. All of a sudden, there's fucking whistles being blown, alarms are going off left and right, a goddamn Navy SEAL team is being lowered down via helicopter and shit. They end up shutting down the entire wave pool just so this lifeguard could pull my little ass out. Everybody's all pissed off, people are hucking rocks at me and shit. Ah, you fucking shut down the drowning machine, you piece of shit! And to make matters worse, this lifeguard insists on dragging me the entire length of the pool, even though
Bro,
I am
why can't I save?
okay at this point. Hey, I'm okay. I think I can swim now. Shut the fuck up. I'm saving your life, you little shit. We get back on land, and the lifeguard was not concerned for my safety. He was more pissed off at me than anything. What the hell was that all about? Didn't you read the rules? You are not allowed to drown yourself in the goddamn wave pool. Fucking kids these days. So then I just walked back to where my parents were and just, you know, pretended that I didn't almost murder myself like an idiot. Well, how was the wave pool? Did you have fun? Oh, it was good. It was a good time. Don't worry about it. Nothing happened, all right? It was good. But hey, guess what? I still lived. I still cheated death. So fucking B6 Grim Reaper. I sunk your battleship. You can kiss my ass. I'm alive after all these years. The end.
The end.
BruceDude.com.
Attention all Brotherhood soldiers. If you have not yet received your Squire mentorship assignment, please come see me on the bridge.
Alright. Now I don't know if you guys, me and my friend Brewer lived in a
What's new,
crap
Doc?
old duplex
Nothing that would
way back
interest
in the day. I've only told 4,000 stories
You
about it
subscribe
throughout my
to
time
them.
on the YouTube. Mark the landlord. That was his real name. That's how we referred to him. That's how we made out the money orders when we paid him rent. He was Mark the landlord. Was a piece of shit, but, well, actually, you know what? That is indeed what I'm gonna say. Mark the landlord was a piece of shit. He was a greedy, mean asshole, and he sure as hell didn't enjoy renting out his place to a couple of punk-ass kids.
You
I mean,
have
granted, I
technical-
can't really blame the guy.
I found
Brewer
some
and I were
technical
definitely not the most ideal tenants he could have.
Here are
Hey,
the
you wanna go
caps.
fucking race bowling balls down the stairs?
Check every
Oh,
building.
boy, do I. Ah, my fucking leg! So knowing that we were indeed incompetent...
Yeah, I'm not no psychopath or whatever, but like, no, the game crashed. Bro, this game tends to crash a bunch, man. I forgot about that.
School, Paladin.
Excuse me.
I used to be a field scribe. Deathclaw snapping my finger like a twig. Put me into that.
Lancer Captain Kells is one of the finest officers I've ever had the pleasure of serving.
In my experience, hot shots and big mouths end up in those kinds of funerals.
Yeah, I don't think I care.
Hesitating to pull the trigger on any of the Commonwealth scum can be fatal.
Congratulations on the promotion, Paladin. We keep some of the superior gear on reserve for the higher ranks. Know if you want to take a look.
Have anything?
I have some sort of a slap a few.
Let me get right back. I use the restroom.
the eye doctor to renew my prescription for contact lenses. And like most people, I put off going to the eye doctor as long as I can, until I'm on my last pair of contacts, and they've been in my eyeballs for way too long. Every time I blink, it makes a sound effect. So finally, I give up and I go to the eye doctor. And some of you out there might be like, hey, wait a minute, didn't this guy already make a cartoon on the eye doctor like 40 years ago? About the time when he was a kid and he got some ugly-ass glasses that were too big for his face? Well, yeah, I did, but this is 2023 now and I'm an adult. No more of those double-bridge Jeffrey Dahmer glasses. I got me some contact lenses now. And I have to say, a lot has changed in the old eye doctor world since then. I mean, sure, some things are still the same. You still have to go through all those tests with the eye doctor's assistant. Like the test where you have to smash your face up against the machine and stare at a fucking hot air balloon while they measure the circumference of your eyeball or whatever the hell they do. Now, maybe instead of the hot air balloon, some of you may get the old big barn on the horizon, whatever your flavor is. And I don't know about you, but every time I stare at that thing, I feel like I'm being set up for like one of those jump scares, like it's fucking 2006 again. Okay, now focus on the big balloon. Open up really big now. Just a few more seconds and rat. Okay, good. You saw the demon, right? That means you don't have cataracts or some shit. I don't know. All right, that's the next test. And the next test, of course, is that piece of shit glaucoma test that everybody hates. Where you put your head in one of these bad boys and they're all like, okay, you're gonna feel a little puff of air on your eyeball. You ready? Okay, let's do the next eye. So immediately I'm on guard at this point. I know that test is coming. It's always after the hot air balloon. Well, imagine my surprise when this lady pulls out a little handheld thing. And my first thought was, oh, fuck, they turned it into a gun? This is gonna be bad. So she pulls the hammer back on this thing and points it at me all execution style. All right, now you might feel a little tickle on your eyeball. You ready? Are you holding your breath right now? Can you just get it over with already? Now, I'll be damned, but this lady was correct. It is just a little tickle on your eyeball now. Holy hell, put a point on the board for the eye doctor in 2023. They fixed the goddamn glaucoma test. What a time to be alive. So now I'm feeling pretty good. That is, until they make the arbitrary decision that they need to dilate my eyeballs. Now, if you never had your eyes dilated before, well, the process works like this. First, they drop battery acid into your eyeballs, and then they make you Stevie Wonder your ass back out to the waiting room for 15 minutes until your fucking pupils look like you just dropped acid, and everything around you looks like fucking graphics from a Nintendo 64. But put another point on the board for the eye doctors in 2023, because now they offer an alternative. Okay, so we can dilate your eyeballs the old-fashioned way with the battery acid, or for an extra $35, we can skip the dilation and use this new fancy machine that we got. $35? Lady, I would have ate stuff out of your garbage can if it got me out of getting my fucking eyes dilated. Sign me up. Hell yes, Eye Doctor in 2023. I would buy a t-shirt at this point if they had a fucking merch shop. So finally the opening act is over, and now it's time to see the headliner, the old Big Daddy Eye Doctor himself. Now, I've encountered many eye doctors in my extensive past of troubled eyesight, and most of them seem to be no-nonsense guys that seem generally pissed off to be eye doctors in the first place for whatever reason. But this guy burst in the door with the energy of like a fucking 90s game show host. Hey there, howdy who, I'm Dr. Sunshine. Who's ready to play the Family Feud? I'm here for contact lenses. Yeah, I see that. Tell me, how long have you had those trusty things in there for? Not too long, really. Christ almighty, those things look like they've been in there since the Bush administration. Here, let me peel them bad boys out for you. And then suddenly the doctor leans over and he scoops the contacts out of my eyes himself like he's doing a fucking magic trick. Now, I don't know if you've ever had a grown man take your contacts out for you, but personally, I didn't know if I should be uncomfortable or impressed. I could have done that myself, right? Oh, it's okay. I love touching eyeballs. What? Nothing. Anyways, let's do your exam. So unfortunately, the 2023 eye doctor still has the same fucking steampunk eyeball contraption thing that they slide on your face. But the big difference this time around was that I didn't feel pressured one bit when comparing the different slides. You see, when I was a kid, I could always sense the doctor's impatience as I struggled to figure out which slide was blurrier than the other. I'd be sitting there panicking, feeling the pressure. Okay, we have number 1 and number 2. Oh God. Number 1 and number 2. Could you put them side by side? Oh, for fuck's sake, how hard is it? You know what? To hell with it. I'll just pick for you. And if you end up with Coke bottle glasses, that's on your indecisive ass. But that's not the case for the eye doctor 2023. No, this guy's got the fucking patience of a Shaolin monk. Okie dokie, we have 3, and we have 4. Oh, lordy. 3 again, and 4 again. Is there any way you can, do them side by side? Oh, I sure wish I could, but, well, it turns out that would be fucking stupid as hell. 3 and 4, and then once that was over, that was it. The appointment's over. I got my prognosis, which I already knew, and then they sent me out the door, and I don't even have to Stevie Wonder my ass out there with the cardboard sunglasses. Eye doctor in 2023.
Bro, I always wondered, bro. Do they have to climb up this shit? Like, how do you even get the power armors up there? These big ass fucking metal suits that weigh over like 500 pounds or something. Taking step by step. Like, what if you fall down, bro?
Joining our cause was the wisest decision of your life, brother.
Oh no.
Alright, now throughout my school days, I've had plenty of bad kids in my class. And I went to a public school, so I'm not talking about like kids passing notes or shooting spitballs or whatever. No, I'm talking about kids that were a complete menace to the classroom. Kids that didn't need detention, they needed like an ankle monitor and a parole officer to set them straight. And the worst kid that I ever had to share a classroom with was this kid in my second grade class named Colby. And yeah, I know what you're thinking. Who the hell named the kid Colby in the first place? I mean, what the hell, Colby's parents? No wonder why your kid screwed up. You named him after a goddamn cheese, for Christ's sake. I'm sure his brothers Parmesan and Pepperjack weren't exactly at the top of their class either. But this kid Colby was he was a disruptive little asshole to say the least. Which was unfortunate because our second grade teacher was like the nicest lady in Northwest Ohio. But that didn't matter to Colby because his ass made it his mission to just shit all over her day any chance that he got. She'd come walking into the classroom every morning like, "Good morning, class. May the winds of success forever be under thy wings." "Yes, Colby, what is it?" "I pissed inside of my pants." Okay, well, that's all right. You just had a little accident." "No, I fucking did that shit on purpose." Well, why on earth would you do that?" "Because fuck you and fuck your wings of success, that's why." All right, maybe it wasn't that bad, but, well, that was definitely his mentality. Any way that he could screw with our teacher, well, by golly, he was gonna do it. Like, if she asked Colby a question, he would always answer in, like, some bullshit language that he made up. "Okay, Colby, can you tell me what the capital of Wisconsin is?" No, it's not Booble Booble. You want to try again? Schmergendurgen Bergendurgen. What is that?
Schmergendurgen Bergendurgen.
What is he saying? You know what? To hell with Wisconsin. You guys want to do a spelling test? How about we do a spelling test instead? Yeah, I don't know what kind of medication this kid was on, but, well, his ass wasn't taking enough of it, that's for sure. And the worst part is I sat next to his ass for quite a while, and he'd be whispering this gobbledygook bullshit all day long. We'd be like balls deep in a math test, and Colby's ass would be like,
"Move here."
"Colby, can you not right now? This fucking long division is kicking my dick in right now. Can you just shut the hell up?"
Here.
"Hey, I think Colby's having an episode of some sort.
Head over there.
Would you like escort him from the premises, please?" Well, needless to say, eventually Colby got his own little area of the classroom over by
Go there.
Windows 95 all by himself so he can't distract anybody.
Hey,
and this just made matters worse because Colby was not having that shit.
I need you to get out of here.
Just get the fuck out of the power arm.
You hear him talking his fucking fake-ass foreign language. So throughout this school year, his ass would gradually become more and more disruptive. Like, for example, every day we had like 15 minutes of silent reading. And one day, instead of reading a book, Colby's ass just whipped out a Game Boy and started playing that instead. Motherfucker didn't even turn the volume down. He's just sitting there like... And another time, in the middle of class, Colby asked to sharpen his pencil, but instead of doing that, his ass got inside of a garbage can. Why would he do that? Well, because fuck you, that's why. I'm sitting in the garbage. I ain't doing your fucking spelling test, that's for sure. Hell, one time I saw this kid chew off all the erasers from the tips of his pencils and then spit them across the room like they're fucking sunflower seeds. And like, yeah, he would get in trouble. Like, every week our teacher would have to call down to the office and be like, yeah, hi, Colby's being a little asshole again. I'm sending him your way. I've never struck a child, but, well, today could be the day. And then he'd be gone for a few days, and we'd have ourselves a little Colby vacation. But he always came back eventually, fresh from his suspension or his stay in the sanitarium or wherever the fuck he would go. And it'd be like rinse and repeat every week. Like, every Monday morning, we'd all get together like, oh, boy, what's Colby gonna do this week, huh? Oh, look, he already threw a fucking wiener on the chalkboard. What a madman. But I gotta say, out of all the shit that Colby did, the craziest bit happened towards the end of the school year. And we're talking like the last week of school, where we're not doing anything at all. We're just watching fucking episodes of Bill Nye the Science Guy over and over again. And at this point, Colby hadn't acted out in quite a while. Now, I distinctly remember thinking, man, Colby seems pretty chill lately. Maybe he's turned over a new leaf. Maybe his ass has found Jesus after all. And just when I think that, I look over, and the motherfucker's dancing on top of his desk with his shirt tied up like some kind of hoochie mouth. Now, at first our teacher's doing like a fucking crossword or something. She doesn't even realize what the hell's happening. Meanwhile, Colby's ass is putting on a fucking show for everybody. Well, eventually our teacher can hear our muffled laughter and looks up and she's like, Colby, what the hell? Get off your desk. Why the hell are you dressed up like a goddamn prostitute? And that's when Colby hops off his desk and runs into the coat room. Our teacher starts running after him like the fucking building's on fire. Meanwhile, we're all just sitting there like, man, this is some wild shit. Yeah, even for a fucking public school. God damn. So let's go to a diagram of my second grade classroom. Here's where all of us were sitting. Here's the fucking isolation area that Colby's desk was at. Here's Colby, and here's my teacher. They just keep running around in circles from the coat room, back out to the classroom, into the coat room, and over and over and over again. Eventually, our teacher gets on the phone, and she's like, DEFCON 1! DEFCON 1! Somebody get your ass up here! And that's when our school police officer shows up, fucking Officer Dave, and now we really start freaking out at this point. Oh shit, they're gonna fucking shoot his goofy ass! Now both of them are chasing after Colby's wayward ass around the classroom. They do a nice little pincer move and corner his ass, which of course is police procedure when dealing with an unruly child in a coat room. And Officer Dave ends up hauling his ass out of the room like a piece of luggage. And that was the last I seen of Colby's goofy ass. Or at least that's what I thought until years later, when I'm sitting in class on the first day of my sophomore year of high school, and during roll call, I hear a very familiar name. Colby fake last name? Is Colby fake last name here? Yeah, I'm here. And at first I'm like, holy hell, Colby from second grade's in here? That kid's still alive? What the fuck? What the hell's this kid gonna look like after all these years? Is he gonna have an ankle monitor? Is he gonna have a fucking face tattoo? What the hell? I look back, and to my surprise, Colby is just this normal ass dude wearing a coat. Well, after class, I just can't help myself. I go up to him and I'm like, dude, you were in my second grade class. What the hell was wrong with you back then? What? Second grade? Oh, yeah, that was just a weird time in my life. I don't know, I was just really amped up all the time, and I watched Animaniacs a lot. And I'm like, Animaniacs? Dude, I thought you were on fucking methamphetamine. So I guess the moral of the story is, don't do it. Some of you might have had Colby in your second grade classroom who, you know, spoke a fake foreign language under his breath from time to time. But guess what? That doesn't mean he's smoking crack under a bridge. They could be just living a simple life.
Wait, why is he coming in so fast? Dang, we got sent back. I'm going to get my payback. Let's go with the dual pistols. Nice. Alright, now we can focus on upgrading our gun. We can't get that Uzi, so let's move over to AK-47. Perfect, we got it. You guys can upgrade our troops, so let's over to the ×2. Come on.
Alright. Now what if I told you guys that there's a way for you to get drunk for free and you'd be doing it for a good cause? Sure, you might be sitting there all skeptical, like, oh yeah, well what do I gotta do, Mr. Smarty Pants? Huh? Do I gotta partake in some kind of weird medical study of some sort? Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you malt liquor and the human response. No. What I'm talking about is way better than that. You see, years ago when I was at work, my friend Brewer came up to me and he was like, dude, you want to get drunk tomorrow? For free? Drunk for free? Dude, I am not trying to go back to your Uncle Gary's house again. Last time you got all drunk, you wanted us to take our shirts off. No, dude, I'm not talking about going to my Uncle Gary's house. I'm talking about getting drunk with a bunch of police officers instead. You see, long story short, Brewer just so happened to know somebody that was enrolled in our local police academy. And I don't know if you know this or not, but, well, a big part of being a police officer is knowing how to do field sobriety tests on drunk people. Well, you can't teach police cadets how to do sobriety tests on a bunch of sober people now, can ya? You see what I'm getting at? No? Well, let me spell it out for you, I guess. Brewer and I volunteered to get drunk on purpose so a bunch of police cadets could practice their field sobriety skills. Yes, this is a real thing. I couldn't believe it either. So if you have a police academy nearby, you yourself can volunteer and do your civic duty. It's like fucking drunk jury duty, for Christ's sake. You can't beat it. So here's how this whole operation works. First, you show up to a brightly lit classroom at, I don't know, maybe 7:30 in the goddamn morning. One of the instructors becomes your own personal bartender for the next few hours. You drink free alcohol like it's the end of the world, and then once you're nice and shitty, you go out into the hallway and let a bunch of cop juniors try to figure out if you're drunk or not. Now, the first thing that has to be done is
Bro, I can't tell whose ass is shooting fucking some machine guns in a distance, dude.
Well, looks like everybody's shitty. Case closed. Now, there has to be some sort of
the fuck is that?
Control group to mix it up a little bit. All right, first things first. We need some people to stay sober. Do we have any volunteers? Anybody? Anybody at all?
Oh, damn, they're coming this way.
Happen every single year. All right, table number 1, you're the drunk asshole table. And table number 2, you're the lame ass sober table. and get our drinks. And when they don't bother talking before me, then all the free food that they provide really just confiscates alcohol. You know, booze that the police have taken from crime pizza. Who the fuck knows where else? Needless to say, we are not getting rid of top shelf.
Wait, it shoots faster when you're crouched?
Sitting at this drunk ass table. There's also some old dude that just seemed like another day for him, drinking at 8 o'clock in the morning. And then some chick who volunteered because her boyfriend was a PhD, and she did not seem like she was having a good time at all. I mean, I have no idea why. She's just stuck at a table with a bunch of drunk dudes partaking in very engaging conversation. And that was the second time I shit my pants as an adult. What about you guys? Last October, fucking pizza bagels. I don't give a damn if pizza's on a bagel. You should not have pizza anytime. I shit my pants back in Woodstock when Jefferson Airplane came on stage. Whoa, you were at Woodstock? That's badass. That is badass. Yeah, I gotta say it's pretty fucking badass too. Yeah, I don't know what her problem was, but she just drank by herself in silence like
we couldn't have done it without
can't please them all. Well, I'd say about 2 hours into this little experiment, you could say that me and Brewer were officially shitty off of our equally shitty alcohol. But surprisingly, we weren't the drunkest people at the table. Now, that would be Little Miss I'm too good to tell a poop story over there. I don't know if it was the shitty booze or the fact that she was like 97 pounds, but her ass was tore up from the floor up, and she would not shut the hell up. Yeah, well, the last time I shit myself, it was at my nephew's first communion. Oh, sick. We're not even fucking talking about that anymore. What the hell? She's so drunk, she's like dancing / gyrating on top of her chair. She's flipping off the sober table from a distance and shit. Oh, look at that drunk bimbo over there, having the time of her life. While I gotta sit here and drink a goddamn Minute Maid lemonade. The instructors are absolutely flabbergasted at this point. We should probably cut that one off, don't you think? Yeah, I suppose so. Every year there's always one. Goddamn Wild Irish Rose did it again. Now at this point, we all have to take turns to go to the front of the room to blow into a breathalyzer and, see exactly how shitty we are. Now, I personally blew a .16, a.k.a. twice the legal limit. It was not recommended of me, but, well, it's for America's future, goddammit, I had to go hard. Well, now, of course, the drinking's over. It's time for the sobriety test. And guess what? Brewer's the first contestant.
Hey,
well, his ass does not last long in his fucking sobriety test, let me tell you that. Okay, now I need you to touch your pinky to your nose. No, not my nose, silly, your nose. I fucking knew it. You're going to jail. You walk back to the table completely embarrassed. I'm sitting there like, oh, well, that was quick, you drunk piece of shit. Here, let me show you how to get drunk and lie to the police. Watch and learn. So I go out the hallway, and the cadet that I paired up with just so happens to be that drunk-ass chick's boyfriend. At least I think it was him. I'm pretty sure that's what it said on his name tag. I don't know. I was drunk at the time. What can I say? All right, sir, have you had anything to drink today? Not as much as your crusty-ass girlfriend, that's for sure. What? Nothing. Proceed to test me. Give your girlfriend's nephew my condolences. So he starts trying to do his sweet Jedi mind tricks on me. But what he doesn't know is that I have a slight advantage. And that is, of course, that I've already done a fucking field sobriety test before. With a real police officer. That's what happens when you fall asleep while driving a vehicle and, demolish a handful of parked cars and get fucking field sobriety tested out the ass. Needless to say, I already know all these tests. I'm like finishing this guy's sentences and shit. All right, now I need you to put your pinky, pinky to the nose, raise your left foot, and name all 4 Golden Girls. It's Blanche, Dorothy, Rose, and the super fucking old one. Let's get on with it.
We wiped out that super mutant raiding party. They won't be attacking any more settlements.
I'm not bragging about it. I'm just saying that I'm really good at it. I don't know what that says about me as a person. Whatever. The only test that I think I'm going to have trouble with is what's called the nystagmus test. And that, of course, is the old follow the pen with your eyeballs trick. Now, if you're shitty in this scenario, your eyes will wiggle back and forth all willy-nilly. It's like a natural reaction your body does when you're drunk. Well, how the hell am I supposed to control a natural reaction? Well, my grand idea was to just think sober thoughts. Whatever the fuck sober thoughts are, I have no idea. But for me, I just thought about, 5th grade math terminology. Anything that I could remember. So he's out there waving his pen in my face, and the entire time my brain's like, numerators and denominators.
Excuse me.
Isosceles triangles, the goddamn Pythagorean theorem. Now, I can't tell you if that helps or not, but what I can tell you is that I passed the fucking test. I walk into that classroom feeling like a goddamn superhero. Hey, Santa, son! Hey, your boy out there passed my drunk ass. I think he needs a little bit more book.
Oh, he's not. McCready's not the type to fucking.
That managed to pass their sobriety test? Well, what about
Yo, you can eat dick and cream.
Surely she didn't pass her sobriety test, right? Well, you wouldn't believe me if I told you. But somehow she totally did not even fucking get a chance to take her sobriety test. Her ass was so drunk at that point, she could hardly pick her head up off the table. Are you kidding me? The instructors were just standing there like, well, I don't think we should even bother with her ass. Fucking Helen Keller could figure out she's drunk as hell at this point. But the most screwed up part of this entire story was that when her drunk ass blew into the breathalyzer, she never blew past the legal limit. Beg pardon?
I want to trade a few things.
Yeah, tell me alcohol doesn't affect people in different ways. They had to carry her ass out of the classroom like a wild animal, for Christ's sake. You can't tell me she wasn't drunk. I don't care what your goddamn R2-D2 machine says. So the moral of this whole little shitty story is, yeah, you can get drunk for free, and you can do it for a good cause, but not if you have the fucking alcohol tolerance of a diabetic third grader. The end.
Broomstew.com.
Hey.
Got a few supplies.
Uh-huh. That'd be great.
Yeah, everything but gears. Yeah, not the Miniman.
So it's recently come to my attention that after all these years of having a YouTube channel, I've never done a crappy cartoon on Thanksgiving. And to be honest, I don't even know if it deserves a cartoon. I mean, every year it seems like Thanksgiving has been roughly the same thing over and over. Hey, what'd you guys do for Thanksgiving this year? The same thing as every year. I ate like a pregnant person that was facing the end of the world, and then my Uncle Rick fell asleep on our couch drunk. What about you? But Thanksgiving has to have a little bit more meat on the bone than that, right? I mean, they sure as hell made a big deal about it in my 4th grade social studies class when we had to learn about the Pilgrims inventing the first Thanksgiving, which if I remember the story right, I think it was just about a bunch of dumbasses starving in Massachusetts. Ah, man, this sucks ass. We should have brought some fucking food. Yeah, I know, but at least we got these sweet belt buckle hats. And then, like, Squanto showed up and he's like, hey, you stupid idiots, you have to throw shit in the ground or you're all gonna die. And then they all ate a bunch of corn, and there was like a fucking cartoon raccoon. I think Pocahontas had something to do with it. Yeah, because she had to fucking show Lewis and Clark how to get to Portland, I think. I don't know. I don't remember the details, all right? I went to public school. So in honor of Thanksgiving, a.k.a. the prequel to Christmas, a.k.a. basically Christmas without Tim Allen movies, I'd like to go over what a typical Thanksgiving's like in our household, even though it's pretty much the same thing every year. Now, it's important to note that my wife and I host Thanksgiving, and when you host Thanksgiving, there's a shit ton of things to do. I mean, not for my incompetent ass. I don't fucking plan Thanksgiving. Are you kidding me? We'd be sitting at a fucking fold-up card table eating frozen waffles, for Christ's sake. Now, you see, like, weeks in advance, my wife turns into a 4-star general, and she plans out this entire operation that is Thanksgiving dinner. All of a sudden, she's a fucking master tactician. Like, if her ass was in charge of the Normandy invasion back in 44, probably all our grandpas would still be alive, and there'd be no fucking Saving Private Ryan either. I gotta say, every year, she makes Thanksgiving her own personal bitch. Like, if her Thanksgiving went to prison, you can bet Thanksgiving's ass would be holding on to her inside-out pocket, and they'd go wherever she went. Move it, Thanksgiving. Fucking move it. I'll shank your ass. I don't give a fuck. But no matter how much planning she does beforehand, when it comes to the actual day of Thanksgiving, she's running around the house like a lunatic, looking like the beginning of a fucking Home Alone movie. And you know, I try to help her out, but, well, my dumb ass cooks food at like a 3rd grade reading level. What am I gonna make, a fucking bowl of cereal? Maybe a couple Hot Pockets for the Thanksgiving table? What the? Who the hell made bagel bites for Thanksgiving? Oh, that's me. I'm stupid as hell, so bagel bites it is. Bon appetit.
Mr. Finch.
Yeah, no, probably not appropriate for Thanksgiving dinner. So what ends up happening every year is I get delegated to what I like to call the dipshit work. You know, tasks that are so basic and trivial, even a dipshit like me can't screw them up. For example, I can stir a pot of gravy, if you ask me to. Hell, I can do it clockwise or counterclockwise. I can also tell my wife when a timer's going off in the kitchen. I'm really good at that. Hey, there's a timer going off. Something's happening. DEFCON 1. DEFCON 1! But mostly my main dipshit work is,
I gotta... What does McCready like?
Of watch crowd control for the cascade of... Call! Call! Call!
Where is she?
So there's Rick, Glenn, Rick. Oh, never mind. Carl. Bro, Carl was supposed to be the main cast of the show, Loki. Beth. Tyrese. And Glenn. Honestly, even though Glenn was like one of my favorite characters, bro, he was supposed to die either way. Like, in the comics, he was supposed to die to Negan at the lineup. Like, no matter what. They could just they couldn't change that in the show. I don't get why people get that. Like, they just can't go ahead and like change a big factor in the lineup because they would have to kill someone else and everybody would be like, oh, blah, blah, blah. But then even the actor Steven, he knew the death was coming up. He was excited for a matter of fact. And he said he want to go back to the show because he ready to close that book. But he was a good actor. If I had to say it too, it'd probably be Carl and Tyrese. Well, Tyrese died in the comics, but this dude, he was like a brute, dude. He's like a big ass dude. Like, it sucked that he didn't get to meet Abraham, I think. Bro, but Tyrese and Carl, it was just because of money problems, wages, and all that, salaries. Shit don't feel the same when you're not Come as far away as this moment. Alright. Fallout 4. MacReady. Give me the guy.
Send professional invoices and get paid faster with the QuickBooks mobile app. Know when they've been viewed and know when you're paid.
Car rentals, flights, and stays.
She don't feel the same. You're not.
What's up, guys? TV2017 here, and I'm bringing you a new Fallout 4 tips for the most highly discounted feature place in the back kind of area to the right. And then MacReady, you have to do is kind of charisma, that's too cheap. He's to 60 on funny going on there. So in terms of his special stats, really nothing remarkable. A lot of just the basic human that I don't think these special has an affinity, unlike any other monitor, out of 1,000. So once you have maxed that out, you get MacReady's companion perk, which is very good. We're going to talk about it later in the video. And also, it opens a romance option. You can romance MacReady. He is
not romancing MacReady as a guy.
If you were a guy or a girl, he really does not care. With regards to affinity, MacReady has a specific set of general affinity choices and dispositions he will have, reacting to certain situations within the game that the player gets themselves in, or takes, or says. And so, MacReady generally likes it when the player is violent. That's his only strict like. So, he will like those situations where, you can choose to be violent. However, he dislikes it when the player is nice, mean, or peaceful. So I would say, generally looking at this mix of likes and dislikes, that MacReady is generally not the most morally good character. As in, if you're trying to play a nice guy and you're going to do all these things, go out of your way to be nice, to be peaceful, he's not going to like that, and as a result, you'll see that MacReady disliked that or hated that, or certain things like that. And so that's his general affinity. He does have more specific preferences to player actions, and that's his specific affinity. So he likes it when the player picks owned locks. Now, keep in mind, this is owned locks as in kind of friendly player locks. So say you're in Diamond City and you pick a lock to one of the vendors, places in the middle of the night, he'll like that. However, if you're out in the world and it's just like a raider area and you pick a lock to get in there, or you pick a lock in order to find some goodies and it's just abandoned, that will have no effect on MacReady. It's only if it's locked. Pretty much only if you're breaking.
MacReady is bad, bro. Let me go to Diamond City.
Persuades for more caps. So kind of, a charismatic character. He likes it when a charismatic character does that. And he also likes it when you steal. He is the only companion that likes it when you steal, and we're going to take advantage of that when we talk about boosting his affinity in just a second here. Additionally, he does not like when the player gets addicted to chems. So, using chems and getting addicted, he's not going to like that. He doesn't like it when the player donates items. Again, he doesn't like it when the player is generous, nice, or peaceful, so that kind of makes sense, from a general specific affinity standpoint. And also, he doesn't like it when you murder non-hostile. So, he likes it when you're violent, but just don't murder innocent people, basically. Just be violent when it makes sense, when you're not trying to kill innocent people. He definitely likes that. Since the release of the game, a lot of people have been pointing out that MacReady is a little finicky. It's hard to get up his affinity just by following these, predictive behaviors. And unfortunately, we have all of these predictive behaviors, but still it's a little tough. You kind of have to play a pretty specific character in order to please MacReady. You got to steal stuff, you got to be violent, you can't be too mean or nice, or else he won't like you that much. And it'll be hard to boost up his affinity all the way up to that magical...
It don't matter, bro. Oh shit. Get me out! Yeah. Alright.
you fly anything?
Me? Yeah.